Well, here I am in Ottawa, Kansas. And it's a scorcher. So I'm having me a slushie. But why am I in Ottawa, Kansas? Oh, because the most amazing little museum of Western history and of the Kansas Territory is right here in Ottawa, Kansas. It's the Old Depot Museum. And I found this on another trip out west. And I thought, you know what? I need to come back and do a much better job of visiting and exploring. And I'd like to share it. So let's go. Let's go check out the Old Depot Museum. So here we go. Let's go check out the Old Depot Museum. If you want to pause, you can read a little bit about the Old Depot itself in the museum. And let's go on in. Museum hours, Tuesday through Saturday, so don't come on a Sunday or Monday. Well, hello. How are you doing today? I'm a motorcycle vlogger, and I was hoping I could show people around a little bit, give them a taste for the museum to tempt them to come out here themselves.
Okay.
So could you tell me a little bit about the history of the museum and what they need to know before coming?
Okay, sure. This building became a depot in 1888, and they used it until 1962. It was the fourth building for the train depot. And then they started the other one in 62. In the early 70s, they quit having passenger trains to Ottawa. So this was the next to the last one. So if you look at the sign up there, that's in 1951, there was a flood in Kansas. There's been a lot of floods around here. The Meredithine River floods quite a lot. But in 51, it not only flooded here, but Humboldt, Iowa, a lot of little towns around. And that's why they built like the dam at Burlington, and they have a lot of flood control here. So that keeps it from happening. Upstairs, there's another sign like that. And it was from before the building was built. It's even flooded more.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
Right. So in this room, we have travel. Begins when Ottawa first came into being, horse and buggy, and goes all the way up until I-35 was built in the early 60s.
Yeah, I remember when I was here before, I saw a green book. Is that here? Oh, here it is, the Green Book. Now, if you've ever seen the movie Green Book, or if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. This is an original Green Book. This is what they looked like.
Right.
And isn't it amazing that a little museum in a tiny little town that you might overlook has such amazing artifacts?
Over here we have, this is a leather. This was a license tag. And so we cover it up at night because it's sensitive to light.
So it's what used to be on the back of cars.
Yeah.
A leather license plate.
Right.
Wow. That is so cool.
So my mother was born in Princeton, which is about 5 miles from here.
Uh-huh.
And she told me that when she got her driver's license, you didn't have to have a license to start driving. She just started driving. So, but when I look at these pictures, I think about my mom and my grandparents growing up here, and in 1915, she would have seen a lot of these things.
Yeah.
So I came to this depot when I was about 8 years old. I lived in Iowa. My grandparents brought us to Ottawa on the train to one of my grandfather's sister's funerals. Mm-hmm. So then we would have come to this depot, which I think is really pretty neat.
Yeah, that is very neat.
So
very neat.
And then here we have, did you know that Ottawa is one of the main places where there were a lot of different Indian tribes here?
Oh,
This is an old gas pump.
Yeah.
You fill up with gas.
Yeah.
I never used one of those.
I call that go juice on my motorcycle. It makes it go.
Right. Right. So we have this place here for the different tribes. In Keokuk, there's a little bit or a street called Keokuk. This is Tecumseh. Those are both Indian names, and of course, or Native American. Of course, Ottawa is also.
Okay.
So there's more about.
I saw a translation of a speech from a treaty.
Mm-hmm.
And the gloves.
Chippewa. There's a Camp
Yeah.
Chippewa here that the Methodist Church uses.
So many things. I'm not going to show you guys what's around the corner. You're just going to have to come here and see it.
So have you heard of John Brown?
Yes.
Okay, so when Kansas was becoming a state, Missouri went in at the same time. It was a slave state. Kansas was supposed to be a free state. John Brown is notorious for being anti-slavery, and he lived on the Pottawatomie Creek, which is close to here. He found out, he thought that some of his neighbors were pro-slavery, so he and his 4 sons murdered them. So if you walk in there, it's the voices of women whose husbands and sons were murdered by John Brown, are supposed to be. I'm sure they probably wrote it.
Huh.
More about John Brown here. Here is my favorite exhibit. This is a train depot, or the miniature train. And this is Ottawa, in the 1950s, built to scale.
Wow.
And then we have 4 trains running now. It kind of depends on.
Oh, this would be great for the kids, guys. This would be great for the kids. Oh, look, there's a train. Oh my God. 4 different trains. The kids would go nuts, guys.
And then there's these little buttons you can push.
Oh, and so it's interactive.
Yeah, and they have.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, these quit working again.
Oh,
Sort of.
there we go. The campfires, the carousel.
Carousel.
Oh, the carousel, and now the carousel's going.
Yeah, it's supposed to be all of these. We have
This is so cool, guys.
there's a model train. Well, Lawrence, it keeps this going.
This is so neat. Oh, and there's another one going.
So the little matchbox cars and everything.
Oh, yeah, look, there's some cars, guys. Some cars at the drive-in. Too cool. People working out in the yard, in the vegetable garden.
Police car.
Oh my God, there's even a bank robbery, guys.
The guy put up against the bank.
Okay, guys, this is too much cool stuff. You've really got to gather up the kids or just be kids yourselves and get your little tushies out here to Ottawa, Kansas. It's worth the trip.
And there's more upstairs, so.
Oh, and there's more upstairs. That's
that.
right. Okay, y'all, that's it for the Depot Museum. Except I just found out a little secret. So here's the scoop.
So the Smithsonian Institute brings 6 displays to the state of Kansas, and we're the only one in this area. And it'll be here for about a month and a half. And it's a display about voting. And then upstairs, there's one that our local group is doing on the naked voters. So you have to come see that display.
The naked voters.
Right.
Oh boy. And when is the Smithsonian due to be here?
It starts the middle of August and it goes till the first part of October.
Middle of August. Okay, y'all, you got that? Middle of August to October. So if you're seeing this, you better get your little tushies down there. So, as always, give me a like, subscribe, hit that little bell so that you hear when the new videos drop, and go out there and have an adventure.